Good afternoon. This is a 5-minute book bite, which is a collaboration of Edgartown Books, Martha's Vineyard Times, and Islanders Write. And we're here today to talk with Peter Kramer, the author of Death of the Great Man, which is his second, am I right? Second
novel.
Second novel. And I am now starting our timer, Peter, because this is 5 minutes. And at the end of the 5 minutes, we're going to see, we're going to hear an alarm go off and we'll wrap it up because it's 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So tell me a little bit about Death of a Great Man.
So this is The Great Man is a sort of a Donald Trump figure. It's a narcissistic autocrat, fictional character, comical to some extent, horrible in other ways, who is found dead on the couch of a psychiatrist, elderly psychiatrist in Providence, Rhode Island. The doctor goes on the run and writes about his experience for his lawyer and tries to explain how he got involved in this treatment. So we get a sense of what it is like to do psychotherapy with a, very difficult egotist. And we get to know some of the figures surrounding these other characters, in particular, the great man's wife. This has the form of kind of comic genre fiction, like a murder mystery or political thriller.
And the thing that occurs to me is you are probably best known for a nonfiction work, listening to Prozac. What segued you into Death of a Great Man, fiction, and handling such a profound subject through satire?
Yeah. So all my books, I think, are really, really come out of my clinical practice. Listening to Prozac was my second book, and it had to do with how patients responded to antidepressants and what we could learn from that. When Donald Trump was elected, I imagined that there would be a flowering of art the way there was during the Vietnam War that was focused on this very difficult social circumstance. And I am surprised, 5 years later, to find that I'm one of really a few people who have focused in the arts on the problem of toxic populism in American culture. But I thought I would be adding a small mosaic, a small tile to a large mosaic, and thought that my job was to look at this problem through the lens of a clinician. That's why I created this character who does a few weeks of therapy anyway with the great man.
And you are, so our audience knows, a practicing psychotherapist, psychiatrist?
So I did see patients for about 40 years. Part of my training, I have to say, was on Martha's Vineyard with Milton Mazer. I also had done some medicine and surgery with the local doctors, including Russ Hoxie. So that's part of my background. But yes, I stopped seeing patients shortly before COVID.
Okay. Peter, the art of writing a book is so profound. What brought you into writing books?
I loved books as a child. I felt they sort of saved me. I was a kind of intellectual little boy and started out writing fiction. The fiction was picked up by a trade paper editor who wanted me to write a column for him, did that for many years, was invited to write nonfiction, had some success with nonfiction, but I've kept trying to come back to fiction. So I had one novel come out just before 9/11, which was a difficult time for novels, and this one now. But I really think, since psychiatrists are forbidden to diagnose patients whom they don't have an interview and don't have permission from, that if I was going to make sort of a case vignette out of as I say, very difficult egotist, I had better do it through fiction. And I think it has been terrific fun. I mean, some of the humor is to try to, out-Trump Trump in this character, the great man. And with some characters, there are other twists. So the humor in my First Lady figure is that she is really quite different from Melania. She's sort of the First Lady that liberals would have wanted, someone who's very upset about her husband's behavior.
Well, the book is, that's our warning sign.
Okay.
The book is Death of the Great Man. It's available here at Edgartown Books. Peter, thank you for coming and spending a 5-minute book bite with us. And again, this is a collaboration of Martha's Vineyard Times, Edgartown Books, and Islanders Right. Peter, will you come and do a book signing?
I would love to. And what a wonderful collection of island organizations. Just great to talk with you under this,
All right.
this headline.
Great. Thank you very much, Peter. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.